Welcome back, tool fans. Tonight, we've got new power tools from Milwaukee, Flex, and Ryobi.
We've got new hammers, chainsaw monsters, terrifying drill attachments, and the most paradisiacal jigsaw of all. Blessed be.
Plus, a new platinum tool deal from Ohio Power Tool. All that and more coming up right now on The Tool Show.
Welcome back, Tool fans. I'm Sarah, that's Rob, and we're going to jump right into the news, starting off with Ryobi. They appear to be trying to squeeze in as many new products that they possibly can before the year's end, starting with this. The all-new Ryobi 18-volt 1 Plus dual-function digital inflator-deflator. The high-pressure inflation of up to 160 psi makes filling tires and sports balls easy. It has an auto shut-off feature that allows you to set your preferred psi and then walk away while it gets the job done. It has a digital pressure gauge and a clever LED work light built in for those late night flats. It can pump up to 16 standard cubic feet per minute, and to put that into perspective, you could fill a queen size air mattress in just 2 minutes, and you could fill 45 of those on a single 4 amp hour battery. The new inflator deflator will be available next month for $79.97 bare or $129.97 in a 2 amp hour kit.
Ryobi didn't stop there. They also announced the new 18-volt 1 Plus Whisper Series high volume inflator. This little guy can fill that queen-size air mattress in only 90 seconds and fill 55 of them on a 4 amp hour battery. And its handheld format, combined with its included sweeper nozzle, makes it perfect for cleaning dust and debris in your garage. You'll be able to get one next month for $39.97 bare or $89.97 in a 2 amp hour kit.
Ryobi wasn't done blowing just yet. They also announced the new 18-volt 1 Plus high-pressure digital inflator. This ultra-portable solution clicks right onto your battery and packs a huge 160 psi of pressure and features an auto shutoff as well. This is ideal for keeping in your car for the occasional flat, but it also includes a Presta valve adapter, sports needle, and pinch valve adapter, which are all conveniently stored on the inflator itself. This super portable inflator will be available next month as well for $39.97 bare or $89.97 in a 2 amp hour kit.
Ryobi also announced the availability of a few new OPE products that we first saw at the Equip Expo this year, starting with this
chainsaw.
The 18-volt 1 Plus HP compact brushless 8-inch pruning chainsaw is 30% more compact than the P5452, but can cut logs up to 6 inches in diameter. It's an oil-free design with onboard storage, a variable speed trigger, and a handy chain guard to protect you from kickback. The little tree killer is available this month for $149 bare or $179 in a 2 amp hour kit.
But if you thought that baby was a baby, wait until you see this baby. That's the new Ryobi 18-volt 1 Plus 6-inch pruning chainsaw, and I need it! It can cut up to 4-inch branches and makes up to 50 cuts per charge with a 2 amp hour battery or 175 cuts with a 6 amp hour battery. No oil, no gas, just a variable speed trigger and a list of people
Sarah.
A list of trees that need pruning. It's going to cost $99 bare or $129 in a 2 amp hour kit.
I think you have enough baby chainsaws at this point.
Never. Ryobi also announced a few other OPE options, including this 18-volt 1 Plus 350 CFM blower and an 18-volt 1 Plus 10-inch string trimmer edger that will be available this month, and this new 40-volt 24-inch hedge trimmer that will arrive in January.
Flex dropped a massive surprise on us this week in the form of not one, but 2 new battery-powered table saws, something Flex fans have been waiting for since the beginning. We don't have a lot of information just yet, but we do know this. They announced an 8¼ inch table saw plus a 10-inch version. The 8 boasts a best-in-class rip capacity of 20.5 inches blade left and 25 inches blade right. It has a rack and pinion fence system, an LED working light on the fence, and a side extension table. Now the 10-inch version also has a rack and pinion fence and an LED working light, but this bigger brother can cut a 4x4 piece of lumber in a single pass and features cut sense that will trigger when material finishes going through the blade and automatically turns off the saw to save battery power. But the most significant feature by far is the ability to switch from battery to AC power, which is huge on a tool like this. Being able to keep this thing plugged in your shop is amazing, and when you have to hit a powerless job site, just grab a few Flex batteries and you're ready to go. No word yet on things like saw stands or cards or dado compatibility, but I can't wait to try these out when they arrive here next week. As for availability, no word just yet, but we were able to get some pricing. The 8¼ inch saw will come in at $449 bare or $599 in a kit, while the 10-inch is $549 or $749 in a kit. Can't wait.
I think we've all known Flex would, offer a table saw eventually, but
Sure.
I was pleasantly surprised to see it this soon.
Yeah, me too.
Moving on to Milwaukee, who expanded their quick lock system by adding several new attachments, starting with a cultivator with 9-inch steel tines for $249, a reciprocating attachment with dual 9-inch blades and a 1/2-inch cut capacity for $399, a bed redefiner attachment for $279, a hedge trimmer attachment with a 20-inch blade for $169, and finally a blower attachment that features 500 CFM at 120 miles per hour for $249.
All right, who's ready for some tool show and tell? This week, Sarah and I got our hands on the all-new Toughbuilt StackTech modular storage system. We've previously reported on these when they were announced, and the product roadmap is pretty stunning on paper. But this week, we got our hands on the first series, and it's a stunner.
First off, they look fantastic. Unlike nearly all other competitors, their design pushes their walls to the very edge of the box, giving us a very solid look and extra space inside. The next thing you notice is the huge single latch. It's super easy to lock and unlock with one hand, it feels solid and works well. But if you look at the top of these boxes, you'll see the real star here.
Those beveled edges make stacking your boxes a cinch, and the locking system is easily the fastest and most convenient we've used yet. Drop a box on top of another, and it automatically lines it up, and then a spring-loaded mechanism instantly locks it in place. No more lining up cleats or clips. You just drop the box. The lock has a huge latch on the bottom right that's super easy to slide with one hand, effectively unlocking the stack while preloading the spring for the next time you stack them back up. I mean, just look how fast you can lock it on and take it off.
There are, of course, several size boxes, accessory cases, and even bags that lock in as well. And because the latching mechanism is based around the edges, you can lock boxes even onto the top of their crate. It's pretty amazing. The handle on the rolling toolbox easily comes out for sliding under a tonneau cover, and they're all IP65 dust and water protected, and these slick metal rails built into the corners open up endless possibilities for customization.
On their own, these boxes are already very, very impressive. But when you look at the roadmap, there are so many more things to come. Specifically, drawers, lots of them, including a rolling toolbox drawer that will allow you to access everything in your stack without unstacking it.
Then there's the promise of several ingenious transportation options, including a tow hitch rack and even this crazy thing, the Toughbuilt Advanced Transporter. It's designed to let just one person load and unload up to 500 pounds of StackTech on and off a truck bed, and even converts into a multi-height work table, saw stand, or material support.
Now, we personally have used Packout for years. We've got a bunch of Ryobi's Lego boxes and even a strong collection of Flex Stack Pack. Each one has its benefits, and they all keep getting better thanks to strong competition. And Toughbuilt just showed up with an absolute top-tier competitor. Cannot wait to see what's next. On to our favorite tool videos of the week, starting with Mark Thomas, who has the all-new stiletto, and honestly, that thing's way too pretty, and I'd be afraid of getting it dirty.
Todd from Project Farm took baby chainsaws to a terrifyingly new level of scary. Now, don't get me wrong, I love baby chainsaws, but I also enjoy having all of my fingers attached to my body. Be careful, man.
SKIL landed itself in the tool review zone in the form of its all-new compact tower light. I am a sucker for tower lights, and this is a particularly innovative one.
PTR does a thorough review of the Flex Wave 2 Stack Pack organization system, and if you are still trying to decide which system to buy, this review is a good place to start.
Tinker with Tools finally saw the error of his ways and properly converted to the only type of jigsaw you should be using, and he tells us why Jim Davis is so very wrong.
Tim Johnson shows off the EcoMax wet dry vac and air compressor, which are both vital tools to have around any shop or garage. So if you don't have one yet in your shop, these may be a great option for you.
I'm gonna say it, TTC's lost their damn minds.
Rob!
I mean, they carefully Frankensteined a perfectly good 1-inch Milwaukee impact and a huge DeWalt chainsaw into this bride of TTC monstrosity, and it is a beautifully terrifying thing. It also happens to break a bunch of records.
Finally, I have some rather sad news. I found out that I was wrong last week, and Tools and Stuff was not digging his way to the US to see us, which is stupid. But he is playing with some new Makita OPE, so I guess that's something.
Need another geography lesson. All right, guys, it's time again for the greatest power tool online deal in the world, which we call the Platinum Tool Deal.
This week, if you head over to ohiopowertool.com and purchase just $30 or more of in-stock items, you'll get this $20 Diablo Speed Demon Spade Bit set and a $16 pair of Diablo 12-inch carbide pruning reciprocating blades for free.
But remember, our code will only work for the first 50 people this time, so act fast. The code you need is TS56502. Good luck.
I want to thank SKIL, Spyder, Blaklader, and Ohio Power Tool for continuing to support our show and our community of tool fans.
All right, guys, if you can, do something kind for someone else this weekend, and Sarah and I will see you next week.